What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Scoop with Coop. I'm Coop. How y'all doing out there? Well, I hope everyone had a wonderful, safe, and blessed Thanksgiving holiday. I sure did. I got my eat on real good, and I spent the whole week last week with my family. We had a baby shower, then we went and had Thanksgiving. It was just a whole bunch going on. So, I know I haven't done a Housewife review for episode 2 and 3 because it wasn't really much going on. Then I got busy, then I got sick, but it wasn't that much going on except episode 3. Episode 3 was when they introduced Portia. Now, Portia is the grandchild of Hosea Williams, and here in Atlanta, that is a big organization that helped the homeless and the needy and everything. So they're big here in Atlanta, and yeah, that's the grandchild. Now her, and when they introduced her, they had her meet up with Kenya. Now we all know Kenya is not on everyone's good side here because she's Miss USA. So you better get it right. But Portia, when they first met, she was kind of grilling her like, so when are you going to get married? When are you going to have kids? Like, wait a minute, pump your brakes. You just met her. So let's slow it down. But anyway, so Portia invited her to the Hosea Williams Foundation fundraiser. And Kenya thought she was going to be the host. I don't know why she thought she was going to be the host. She didn't ask her to be the host. She just asked her to come. But when Kenya got there, she was like, who are these people? These don't look like the who's who of Atlanta. And she was not having it. She was in her phone. She was like, it's cold. Can you turn the air down? And I guess this happened during the summer. And Portia was like, it's 100 and something degrees. Yes, it does get that hot here in Atlanta. And she wasn't about to accommodate just one person. So I felt Portia on that. But they just got into it and they didn't get to a good start. But anyway, that was episode 3. So let's get into last night's episode 4. The show starts off with Kim and Croy. So it's moving day with Kim. And she has the movers coming. And okay, she has a 17,000 square foot house. But my thing is, she did not pack nothing. Not a doggone thing. She let the movers pack everything, which I don't understand. Okay, so the movers was $35 an hour per mover. Then you have to, I think she had to pay for the trucks too. But that's a lot of money when it's taken all day. So I think Kim could have packed some of that stuff, and she was getting mad because when they packed the basement, they had a basement mix. It was just stuff that was in the basement they put in the box, and she's gonna cuss the movers out because they not organizing it. Come on, Kim. You could have done that yourself, and don't be cussing these people out because you ain't want to get your butt up and pack your own stuff. I mean, I understand she's pregnant and all, but come on now. She could have packed up some of that stuff. And Sweetie, like she was over it. Like, okay, what? Like, Kim, really? Come on. So she was packing up because they have to move back into the townhouse. And the townhouse is so cramped, she say. But the thing is, everyone knows about her situation. Like, everybody knows that this was her dream home, and she got married at this house. She put a lot of money into this house, and all of a sudden you're getting evicted, but you're not getting evicted. So of course people going to talk, of course. So what's she expecting to say? But anyway, so what else happened? She said one of the reasons why she moving, not because she got evicted, not evicted, because the house was haunted. Like, I see what everybody is saying, like not Candy and Nene and all them. Kim does come up with a lot of excuses. Like, really? It's haunted? Okay. But if it was haunted, you wouldn't have stayed in there that long. You wouldn't have been trying to buy this house. So I think that was an excuse too. But anyway, this is why I like Candy. Candy did get movers, but Candy packed her stuff and she used her relatives as well. And that's how you do it. Okay, yeah, you got all this money, but like she said, she balled on a budget. So Candy and her mom is talking, and Candy said her mom was thinking when she bought this house that her mom was gonna move in with her. But now that she has a new man and they're just starting off their relationship, Mama Joyce, no ma'am, you gonna stay in your house. And so, yeah, no, Mama Joyce, you're not moving in with Candy, no. So, so then, uh, she was talking about Kim, how Kim was talking about her, saying her house is in the hood, and I think her house is in Buckhead, and we all know Buckhead is a nice area. So I don't know what Kim and Sweetie was talking about, but all the stuff they're saying about Candy, Candy just easing right on in to her dream home, and Kim is just easing right on out of her dream home. So I think she needs to take some tips from Candy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I think she needs to take a business class and how to budget your money from Candy. Just a little tidbit. And Candy did make a good point. She said that, you know, you're a wife of a Falcons player and you're going back and forth on Twitter with somebody and all this stuff in the media. You want that to calm down because, you know, they're going to be talking about your husband, and I know the players is probably giving him flack for it or saying a little something about it. But, hey. All right, so enough about Candy and Candyland. Phaedra. Lord, Phaedra. Phaedra and her, they're not parties. They're experiences. So you come for the experience. You don't come to celebrate. You come to experience what Phaedra and Dwight is going to give you. So this is what they gave us. Anyway, so Aiden is about to turn 2. So it's time for his first haircut. So, they waited to 2. Most people I know wait, till their son is like 1 to get a haircut. So they take him to the barber shop to get the haircut. And at first, Aiden is not having it. Like, what's all of this and what is going on and why is I'm hearing all this buzzing noises? I'm not here for it. So Aiden was like, no. So so Phaedra had to, sit him on her lap while, they give him a haircut. And my thing is, why didn't, if Apollo is a certified barber, this is just me, why didn't he just cut his hair at home? That would have been a good idea. But, they wanted to take him to the barber, I guess the first experience at the barbershop. So they took him there and he was like, this little boy, like, I'm sleepy. And Phaedra's like, when he say I'm sleepy, that means he wants you to leave him alone. What? So he was like, I'm sleepy. He didn't want to do it and all this kind of stuff. So let's get to the party, the extravaganza, the experience of Aiden's second birthday. So we all know last season when Dwight did the first birthday party, he had 12 small cakes. And it was, I forgot where they had it at. But anyway, this is at the Georgia Aquarium. And side note, Dwight, it's Georgia, not Georgia. He's like, welcome to the Georgia Aquarium. It's Georgia, Dwight. I know you, in high society, of Atlanta. Let's pronounce it Georgia, not Georgia. I thought it was cute anyway. But anyway, they went to the Georgia Aquarium. The grand entrance was, he had a drum line and they brought him in on a train. Everybody came in on the train. Phaedra, Apollo, her mama, and I guess a couple other friends. But, and so they, started the party or whatever. They had the dolphins. And it seemed like a cute party, but it was a bit extreme for a 2-year-old. but we're talking about Phaedra here, so it's expected. So then they had a private dolphin show, and so everybody was, well, the adults, Candy was kind of nodding off. Dwight had to poke his face and like, wake up. Apollo was yawning. Phaedra mama was yawning. And Candy was like, when you go to a Phaedra party, you better expect to be there all day. And shout out to Ryan Cameron. I seen him in there. But yes, you expect to be there all day. So that was the part, the extravaganza, the experience. So next we go to, they talked about Portia, but she was just on the one scene with her husband, wasn't really much. So Kenya is trying to lock Mr. Walter down, and she is trying to do it quick, fast, in a hurry. So she finally introduces him to her aunt, which she was skeptical about because she always run her boyfriends away. But lo and behold, Auntie liked him because he has old-fashioned values. He said he was married before, but he wasn't in love with his ex-wife. But this time he wants to take his time and get to know that person, get to know their family, friends, take his time, which I don't see nothing wrong with that. But Kenya is like, no, let's go right now to get married. So, she's like, I know we're on the same page of getting married, but yada, 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 yada. No, you better listen to what this man is saying. He wants to take his time. So you need to pump your brakes before you run away. So, because this is like, they're just seeing each other all the time because they had a long distance relationship. And now that she's moved to Atlanta, they see each other all the time. But, so the family liked him. So then at the end, she, on another day, she went and made a makeshift dinner. She didn't have time to make dinner, so she improvised and pretended like she made dinner. So anyway, but when they was eating, she was like, I'm ready to walk down the aisle. I'm ready to do it now. If I was 9 months pregnant now, I'd be happy. And Walter was like, ooh, wait a minute. Pump your brakes. Hold on. He was looking like, really? That's not what I'm here for right now. So I think Kenya needs to slow it down before she run this man away. Because keep talking about marriage and babies, he gonna be like, I'll holler. So that was that. Show in it with Nene, Cynthia, and Phaedra. So Nene and Cynthia, they went and met for lunch. And so Nene told Cynthia, that one of her friends, Phaedra, dialed her by mistake. When your phone in your pocket or whatever. But side note, phones have locks these days, so that won't happen. So I know Phaedra probably got an iPhone or something. So I don't know what happened with that. So yeah, because phones have locks on it now, where you can lock your screen so you won't mistakenly dial people. But anywho, so Phaedra phone dialed one of Nene's friends, and so she played the voicemail for Cynthia. And of course, it's Phaedra on there talking about Cynthia, saying, she had to go out of town for Aiden's birthday, and she didn't really give a F if Cynthia came. Now, so Cynthia had to hear the message twice. Like, she was like, I want to make sure I know what I'm hearing and make sure this is Phaedra. So she made sure she heard it. So then she went to confront Phaedra about it. She was like, what is this? And lo and behold, Phaedra denied it. She even changed the subject and like, oh my gosh, something bit me. Look at it. Oh, I guess he wants some of that chocolate. And just going all off subject. And Cynthia was not having it. And now she's questioning her friendship with Phaedra, which I don't blame her because she heard it herself. And Phaedra was like, no, I don't talk like that. I don't condone gossip, and I don't mess with gossip and all this kind of stuff. Well, behind closed doors, you a different person. Yes, you cuss and everything else. So Anywho, well, I can't wait till next week till we see when they confront Kim about her being MIA. But anyway, so that was my review for episode 4 of Housewives. Don't forget to subscribe and rate and comment and follow me on Twitter at ScoopWithCoop and Instagram at ScoopWithCoop. And I hope everyone have a blessed day or night, whichever time you're watching this. God bless. Bye-bye.